everybody, and welcome back to the Library of Ruina. Alrighty, so, really quickly, I just wanted to go over that. Oh boy, I gave Queen of Hatred way too many attempts. I really tried to beat her, but I gotta be honest, I don't think it's happening right now. I think at the moment, we just don't quite have the resources that we need in order to beat her. Overall, including last episode and what I tried before starting this, I gave her in total 20 attempts. And obviously, I still haven't beaten her, so yeah. I don't think it's gonna happen, at least not yet. So, instead, I think we should probably just keep progressing with the story, since, it's probably gonna be our ticket to beating her. So, you guys did recommend a few things to me to try. Gotta be honest, none of it worked, otherwise we would be looking at a victory screen right now, but nonetheless, I appreciate all of the advice that I was given. Probably one of the better advices was, 1, bring guns, and 2, bring heavy-hitting abilities. And it helped, but I never got to that 18 health mark ever again. So, unfortunately, I don't think it's gonna happen, at least not right now. I did find a few new gifts, which you've probably seen in passing while I've scrolled through everybody. Not everybody has a good amount of gifts, but as time's going on, we're sort of discovering some at least cool gifts that should be pretty useful for us. So, I think we're going to try and leave off where we were. We're going to get a lot of progress this time, and hopefully we're not going to get roadblocked anymore. There are also some new people that I want to add. We're going to see how this episode goes. If it doesn't go well enough to where we get an additional slot, then I'll probably just swap out Crimson for one of our new friends who will be joining us. And speaking of new friends, I'm going to take Hod first, and then I'm going to take Roland's department, and hopefully that'll go well for us. So I guess we'll see, but Alright, I turned it off. Maybe it's better now. I was so hot, you have no idea. Okay, but we did not finish this fight in the last episode, so I wanted to get it done this episode. Unfortunately, Sally might die, but that's okay. 32 damage. Yeah, she's probably dead. Oh, Vera lost by 1 whole health. Okay, well, we still have the rest of Hod's department to do, so not the worst thing in the world, but a little bit unfortunate we died. Died through fervent beats, dang. Do you see now the mistake you've made? Well, allow me to reinforce that idea for you. Ow, you actually got through my dodge. Excellent. Tailoring. Oh, and don't worry, we have Boundary of Life on her. I know some people are very excited for me to use that ability, and don't worry, I plan to. Jeez, this has been a ridiculously hard fight. For how low their health, and I say this loosely, quote, is, they just don't go down. And here goes 2. Excellent. Nice. Nice job. Jeez, that was a hard fight. Look at all the books! Oh my goodness! That was a memorable guest. She was different in many ways, but still left a similar impression like a fixer I used to know. You have a fixer you used to know? She's mentioned that a few times now, hasn't she? No. Have you heard of Callie? Callie? She was nicknamed the Red Mist. Oh, of course I do. She was the most distinct fixer, even among the colors. How do you know her? She used to do all the cool stuff and then suddenly disappeared. Let's just say she was a former colleague of mine. The Red Mist was powerful. Really, that's the only way to put it. Powerful. And she only took requests for others, not herself. I thought, man, it surely is true that you can do whatever you want when you're that strong. Floral language. And its librarian is...
개불아야?
어우, 담배 냄새. 아니, 넷째 아는 술을 퍼먹더니 넌 담배를 뻑뻑 피는구만.
I'm just like dying from a single puff. Sheesh, this place stinks of cigarette smoke. We've got a heavy drinker down below, and now a heavy smoker up above.
걱정 없이 담배 피울 수 있는 이 몸일 때 실컷 펴둬야지.
I'm probably just gonna stick to my original Gebura voice. It's really simple. Gotta smoke all I want now that I have a body that never gets sick.
넌 엔젤라를 돕고 있는 롤랑이겠군.
I'm counting it. I'm saying she's still got it. I'm willing to bet she still got it. You must be Roland, Angela's helping hand.
맞아. 방금 잠에서 깨어났을 텐데 잘하네.
Yep. You know a lot for someone who just woke up.
이걸 잤다고 해야 하나?
Not sure if that really counts as sleep.
꿈꾸는 듯한 느낌으로 지금까지 도서관에서 일어난 일들을 봐서 개운하게 잤다는 느낌도 아니란 말이지.
I was forced to watch everything going on in the library so far in my dream, so I don't feel all that refreshed.
상황은 대략 다 안다는 뜻이구만.
Well, that basically means you know what's up.
너 해결사라며?
You're a fixer, huh?
맞아. 9급 해결사지만.
Uh-huh. Just a grade 9, though.
구라치지 마. 무슨 속셈이야?
Don't you pull my leg. What are you here for?
엔젤라야 순진하게 속아 넘어갔겠지만 난 아니거든.
Angela may have been naive enough to buy into your lies, but you aren't fooling me.
뭔 소리래? 우리 서로 구면인가?
What are you talking about? Have we met before? Okay. If you're okay, that is the worst thing to say. Have we met before? You're implying that you're guilty of something. Come on.
나도 첫 번째 삶에서는 나름 해결사 일을 해서 말이야.
You see, I have some experience as a fixer in my first life.
대충 보면 견적을 낼 수 있거든.
I can get a rough estimate of a fixer just from their looks.
넌 적어도 얼타는 9급 해결사는 아니야. 사고 쳐서 강등이라도 된 건가?
And you're definitely more than some clumsy grade 9. Did you make a scene and get demoted or something? Things happened out there. I'm not lying about being a grade 9 fixer. I swear on my grandmom. I don't know what you're plotting to pull off, but you'd better stay in line as long as I'm here. Some big boss you are. I wasn't plotting anything in the first place. Doesn't hurt to keep an eye on a fixer who made a big enough mess to be demoted to the bottom. Unless you're just a fraud. That's enough talking for now. You get me the books, and I'll figure out the language. Hey, what makes you think you're so much better than me? What was your grade? The Red Mist. The Red Mist? What the... Oh, immediately put him in his place. Oh, poor guy. Okay. Whoa. She has her own passive? Can I see it? Well, it's only a 1 cost, so it must... Maybe it's like a she's fixer kind of deal. Someone died. I'm mad. Or it could be like the legendary effect that we got a little bit ago from Bloodborne guy, where it's like, oh, upon taking fatal damage, don't die. You know what I mean? Like, maybe it's something like that. Ooh. Oh, we have 2 people who could be here. Okay. Well, that's gonna be fun. What does she need? She needs the book of... Okay. I spent way too long getting these characters ready, but we have Gebura, who now has a build. Gotta admit, I'm excited to see Gebura in action. Roberto! a build that is basically all about being blunt and being fragile. He does a lot of damage. And then Kyle, who does not drink monsters, with a bit of a burn protection build, easy enough. Just to show the dialogue, because I know I haven't been doing that lately, and I need to do it more. Because I'm sure you guys want to know what your characters are actually saying. That would probably be a good thing to show. But, alrighty. I believe, you know what? Okay, heads up. This is going to be a long episode because I want to get a ton of progress. I want to get so much progress. 3 acts? Holy crap. Alright. I forgot to turn dialogue on. Oh no! Wait, no. Voices were on. Why didn't I hear them? Because they didn't say anything. Do we think this is a guy or girl? It's short, so it's probably a he. 578, 2,179, 8,213. This is a dialogue. I was gonna 12915762348. This is a dialogue. 5832091 1953 683024193 04043. It's pretty much impossible to understand the language of sweepers without an interpreter to translate them for you. Wait, I can promptly translate their speech as long as it has the form of a language. Huh? Seriously? You can make sense out of those few sentences and decode a whole language from that? I'm that capable.
이곳의 밤은 더 이상 우리만의 시간이 아니게 되어가고 있습니다.
Hey, I get to bust out the robot voice again. It is becoming clear that the night is no longer ours alone.
압니다. 밤중에 가족이 제대로 식사할 수 있는 곳이 점차 적어지고 있다는 걸 압니다.
I know that we have fewer and fewer places to properly dine at with our families.
최근 엘사 둥지에서 식사를 하는 가족은 안개 때문에 제대로 앞을 보기 힘들다고 합니다.
I hear that the families who dine at the Nest of Elcorp are recently having a hard time seeing what is in front of them because of the mist covering the area.
길을 잃고 나오지 못하는 가족도 있다고 들었습니다.
I hear that even some families got lost in the fog and failed to leave.
어째서 어머니에게 말씀드리지 않는 겁니까?
I love that guy. I love. Okay, Anton's voice, genuinely. Oh my goodness. I wish I could replicate it. Why are we not letting Mother know?
어머니께서 아시면 분명 검지와 큰 다툼을 각오할 겁니다. 아직은 가족의 피를 감수할 만큼 상황이 확실하지 않습니다.
If Mother knows, she will wage an all-out war against the Index. We are not certain enough to risk losing our families to battle.
만약 검지가 정말 등을 돌렸고 어머니가 그 사실을 늦게 하신다면 많은 가족은 굶주리다 천천히 죽을 겁니다.
If it is true that the Index truly has betrayed us, and if Mother is too late to realize her treachery, many of our families will starve. They will slowly die out. Less food means Mother will have difficulty fostering new family members. We all have our own homes, our own families, and our own children. I am not advocating neglect. I am simply saying we need to practice caution. You know that it has only been a week since those despicable... Oh, ignore that. That was my machinery. Those despicable filth known as the Carnival raided the dens of our brothers and ate our families. 5 days ago, Luaher de Loup invaded my younger sibling's den and brutally killed 2 families. 3 days ago, a proxy of the Index laid waste on our neighbors. What in the world is that thing? 2 days ago, Puppeteer took my children, and yes... I know all the incidents that happened tonight. I know that our presence is not as powerful as before. I know that we have lost our dominance over the nighttime of this nest. Mother should be aware as well. We need to know. We need more space to use as our den. Then, why? We will only lose more of our dens if we get involved in bigger conflicts. If we were to engage in a fully fledged battle against the Index, we will have even less time in our hands. We must make it through on our own. What would we possibly do? It is the library. We must go to the library. I know that the library has the books of those who worked for the Thumb and the Index. Have you received its invitation? I have. With this, we can confirm if the Index truly has turned its back on Mother and our families. Moreover, this will help us relieve the hardships of our families dining at Nest L. If we are not too late by then, that is. I understand what you mean, Uncle. Let us call our neighbors. Let us head to the library together. Let us tell the children to lock the doors and not let strangers in before we leave. Let us, as parents, protect our mother, our neighbors, our family, and our children with our own hands.
Whoa, are we really getting sweepers as guests here? They have the capacity to collectively go somewhere with a clear purpose at a time that isn't night? And talk so fluently?
That's funny. I expected them to be a little coarser.
I once got an interpreter to try and talk to them before. I thought they could only speak in jumbled words back then. But boy, oh boy, look at them using complete sentences. And they're so talkative with each other, too. That means the interpreter I paid an arm and a leg for was a total scam and a ripoff.
Are the sweepers all composed of family members?
It's probably just a symbolic term they chose to forge bonds between each other. I doubt they're actually families by blood. It's metaphorical, like the titles most other syndicates use.
I heard that they kidnap children from the outskirts and the back streets.
I don't really suggest looking too deep into sweepers. They're all over the back streets and the outskirts, and I don't think they have much to do with the freedom you're looking for anyway.
Dear neighbors, this is the library. This is the place the scum of the back street have been rattling on about. We did not expect to come to the library ourselves.
Greetings, dear guests.
Greetings. Are you our family?
There's no way I am. Now, is there?
However, you speak in the language of our family. We could speak with other members of our family.
I try to talk to the guests on their level these days, as you can see.
I am impressed. This is surprising. Behold, neighbors, the library is not like any other place. I know. This is the first time we are having a real conversation with someone who is not our family.
Family, 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 family. Could you stop with that horrid rubbish?
Family is important. It is not horrid. We apologize. We are simply here to take the books we desire. And in regards to the mist covering this nest, do you know anything about it?
You'll find out when you read the books, no?
That is true. All we want is to acquire the books we want to find. We will be satisfied.
Fine. May you find your book in this place.
Okay. Angela's got a little bit. 5 of them? Bro. Defensive dice power. Ooh, Sheeta. When another character dies, recover health. Ooh, Crimson. All offensive dice on hit recover. What? Gain persistence for 4. What the? Restore 2 light. Okay. Yeah, I don't think this. We need big guns. We need giant guns. We need. Yeah. Big guns. Let's do this. It just starts rambling. Alright, here we go. Let's see what we can do. Oh my goodness. Let's do this. Stay calm, stay calm. They are slowly closing in. Stay calm. Aha! Aha! You simply cannot defeat Aeon. Well, there. Haha. Oh boy. Super sword. Ow, 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 ow! What did it? What was that? You know what? Metallic ringing. Yes, Sod. Let's show those freaks a real ring. Persistence. Upon taking lethal damage, 80% chance to revive with some HP. This chance is halved each time the character revives. Oh, good. Oh, fantastic. Ow! 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 Yes! Yes! Ah! 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 Ow! Ah! Stop latching onto me! Ah! Ah! Stop it! Jeez, you're so tanky! What in the world? Why are they so tanky? I don't get it. Combat start. All dice the user play lose 2 power. Recover a ton of health. 6 to 9. Nice. Alright, here we go. Oh dear. Ow, 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 ow. What? Hey! You can't do that! Ah! Excellent! Nicely done, yes, Sod. Wah! A daring decision indeed. Ah! Alright, we're okay. Alright. Violence. Let's get violent. The music begins. Yes, Sod's music is just so good. I really, really like his music. Bullseye! You don't seem to understand. We're downright violent. No. He revived with so much health. Good. Got you. We can still sweep them. We must move. Good. The violence in the back streets. We too can feel it. And we can channel it into our own needs. The violent rhythm only grows further. Here we go! Bang! 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 Ah! Ah! Ha-ha! Enough games! I've had enough of your I could not finish the sweeping. Jeez, they recover so much health! Ah! Alright, blunt dice. Yes, Sod is at full power. Let us press our advantage while we have it. Jeez, sweep the back streets. Inflict paralysis and heal. Okay. Rah! Behold my violent nature come true. Brawl! Yes! Oh my... Okay. Well, how about you taste this? Yeah, he's gonna taste that in the morning. Staggered, are you? Well, let's see you die. You don't have a revive this time, little sweeper. I'm sorry, dear neighbors. Man, that's only fight 1, though. Let's do this. You cannot beat Yesod at his own game. Once he understands how you function, you simply stand no chance. Well, speaking of standing no chance. That sucks. A daring decision by Mao! All things considered,
Yesod's department has, like, seriously come into its own. It feels like it has absolutely made it. You know what? We're gonna go for Brawl. Let's see how you like these apples, huh? Let's see how you like them apples. Let's take a look. Ow. Alright, fine. I guess you don't mind those apples. No! Binding arms! What was that heal? Oh my goodness. It's over. Okay. Yesod couldn't finish it. Whew. But they got so close. 2 dudes left, like 0 health, but hey. You know, I got a feeling most of my audio cut off there. I'm really hoping it didn't, but it probably did. Recover 2 stag resist on a successful attack. I'm gonna turn my fan on. I'm sorry if you can hear it. Alright, I turned it on to the lowest setting, but it is so hot. I seriously need it. So I'm sorry if you can hear the wind, but I needed it bad. I am burning up. Okay. Defensive dice, recover 20% HP, recover health on hit. Okay, so Lila is extremely chonky. Defensive dice, yep. Recover stagger, defensive dice, okay. Give 2 protection. Okay, so Lila probably has to go first. Okay. That. At least we're gonna see. Okay, this is gonna be a super messy turn. Ah! Yeah, this is gonna be an extremely messy turn. We're gonna take a ton of damage, but hopefully it'll be worth it, because I'm trying to just burst down Lila, as much as I can at least, while also still trying to defend ourselves. Look at all that burn. Get a little bit of energy back. Will echoes help us very much? It might. You know what? Let's do it. Oh, it staggered Lila, actually. Okay. That could have been worse. I'm pretty okay with that outcome. Okay. Once again, super messy turn. Just trying to... I think our goal here is to focus one out so that the others can't, ideally, like, just completely lifesteal off them. Good. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. They're insane. Ow. Aha. Oh, wow. 80% unlucky for you. Token of friendship. Everyone recover health. Oh, yeah. Now that's more like it. Oh. Can we keep that up forever? Let's do this. I wouldn't call that a good outcome. But I would call this one. Ow. Uh-oh. Ow, 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 ow. Stop it! That's so annoying! Ah. Aha. Ow. Yes. Yes. I'll show you trash disposal. Ah. Gotcha! Jeez, these were long fights. Oh my goodness. Look at all the books. Oy. He's fascinating. Ooh, block dice. Stray dog, drunk... I thought that said drunk driver. Oh, jeez. And determined challenger. Oy. Boy, was that exhausting. Those sweepers sure are persistent.
What kind of deal could have made them so desperate, I wonder?
The most I can tell is that the sweepers are losing their ground. So they tried to make a deal to do something about it.
Could we get to know more?
No idea. Maybe the invitation will show us the answer eventually. You seem to be weirdly fixed on the sweepers, by the way. What's up with that?
Something about them smelled suspicious.
They do have an awful smell, I'll give you that.
How are you smelling?
Take a sniff of those filthy bandages and your appetite's...
Are you insane?
Sheesh, can't even crack a joke. Well, anyway, this is the first time our Miss Library Director let her intuition speak so much, so I guess it won't hurt to keep an eye on this case. Aha, Gebura! But first, books. Time to burn some books. I'm blind. Okay, well, I mean, we got quite a few of them, so happy with that. Yeah, quite pleased with that. Little Red. Okay. I see how it is. You know what, though? I think I'm actually gonna save Little Red and Queen of Hatred for next episode, because I want to get as much progress, like I said, in this episode as we can. I want to get as much as we can. So, let's head to the next place.
재미있으셨나요?
You enjoy today's show?
고달픈 인생의 마무리를 마음껏 웃어준다면 행복하게 잠이 들 수 있겠죠.
Laugh to your heart's content at the end of a weary life, and maybe you could have a good eternity sleep.
혹시 아십니까? 쇼를 꾸준히 시청해주시는 애청자분께는 직접 공연장에 방문할 기회가 올지?
You never know, regular viewers of ours might get the chance to come on our special stage in person.
함께 공연에 선다면 무척이나 기쁠 겁니다. 그렇죠?
It would be so delightful to join me on the stage, wouldn't it?
저희는 내일도 이 시간에 웃음을 드리러 찾아오겠습니다.
We'll be back at the same time tomorrow to bring you even more laughter.
다들 머리에 못 박고 꽃 터지는 밤 보내세요.
Nail your heads, everyone, and have a blooming, splody night. By the way, I couldn't help but notice that was Hertz. Is this the guy who made Hertz? Is this, by chance, the day we must never forget? Okay.
아직도 신경 쓰고 있어? 과장님께서 하셨던 말씀.
Still bothered by what your boss said?
당연하지 않아? 이제 그런 고나리질은 정말 지긋지긋하다고.
How could I not be? I'm sick of nitpicks like that already.
어쩔 수 없잖아. 실수한 건 우리 측이 맞고.
Can't help it. We did make an error.
하지만 생각해봐. 그 수많은 화면 중에서 단 하나, 정말 구석에 있던 감시 카메라 화면.
Think
그
about
중에서도 제일 끝자락 어둠의 구석에서 일어난 일이라고.
Think about it, though. Of all the screens, it had to be the one in the farthest corner, and it happened to be in the darkest nook and cranny at the edge.
우리가 그걸 두 눈으로 다 쫓을 수는 없잖아.
We can't possibly check them with just a measly pair of eyes.
그래서 이런 곳까지 산책 오자고 한 거야?
And that's why you asked me to go for a walk all the way out here?
뭐, 생각 정리도 할 겸. 게다가 우리 부서에서 흡연자는 너밖에 없잖아.
Well, I needed to clear my thoughts, and you're the only other smoker in our department.
그리고 길을 잃었고?
And we're lost in the woods now?
전곡을 찌르기는.
You didn't have to point that out.
말 돌려도 5년지기 친구라면 다 알고 있지 않겠어?
You can beat around the bush all you want, but you can't hide anything from a friend of 5 years, no? Let's peep at this in a positive light. We'll find a way if we keep walking. Besides, it's been a while since we were in a nice, open area like this. We're surrounded by trees, though. Now remind me again whose fault it is that we got lost? Yeah, sorry. What the heck? I swear it was following the footpath right, and I don't see anything like a trail anymore. It's nighttime. Maybe you got the wrong direction because of the dark. Oh, whatever. Regular maintenance is ending in an hour. We're not going to be back in time at this rate. What's the worst that could happen? Getting fired? Don't say vicious stuff like that even as a joke. You won't even have to worry about money even if you catch the pink slip, Emma. But I'm not you. You know what? Never mind. You saw how furious the chief got, yeah? If they were that mad, then they might be preparing documents to fire me already. Or worse, my post could be long gone by the time I get back there.
You can always ask me for help, remember? I told you I can help you reach your dreams. There are things you're much better at than staring at boring screens all day. Something you have talent for. Like, totally. Yeah, you're moving me to tears, buddy old pal of mine. But I'm not interested in being a doll for the rich to play with. And I scrapped my dream ages ago. Hey! What's up? Stopping like a car before a deer. That's dangerous, man. Hey, Noah, doesn't that thing over there look like a tent? What? Huh, it really does. Did someone set up a camp or something? There might be someone living in there. Let's check it out. I'm nervous. You sure you want to go in there? Who knows? They might be kind enough to tell us a way out of here. Whoa! This place is huge. It's a bit dilapidated, but it's much more fascinating close up, huh? I think I saw something like this in a book. What did they call it? A Okay, I haven't even heard his voice, but I know the perfect voice. Oh my! Could you be our new guests? The show just ended though.
허라, 새로 오신 손님들인가요? 쇼는 방금 막 끝난 참일 터인데요.
It's close enough.
아, 당신 뭐야?
What the? Who the heck are you?
이곳의 주인이라면 죄송해요. 길을 물을 사람이 있을까 싶어서 찾아왔습니다.
Oh, are you the owner of this place? We apologize. Apologize? We apologize. We dropped by to see if there's someone here to give us directions.
이런 곤란하게 되었군요. 그런 건 신경 쓰지 마시죠.
Oh, that sure sounds like a troubly trouble. There's no need to be sorry. No.
이곳은 피리내 나는 도시 사람들에게 웃음을 주는 8시의 서커스랍니다.
This is the 8 o'clock circus, giving smiles to the smelly, very smelly city dwellers.
풍속명은 넘기겠습니다. 제 이름은 그닥 중요하지 않지요.
Let's skip introductions. My name doesn't matter too much now, does it? Does it?
이름을 밝히며 자기를 소개하는 시대는 이제 구닥다리라는 겁니다.
We're long past the archaic area of introducing each other with names and everything. Oh, yes, we are. I'm having too much fun with this guy. Shall we sniff each other's wrists instead? What? No, thanks. Emma, this place is weirding me out. Let's just skedaddle now. Oh, dearie me, was I too scary for you? Oh, no. Hold your worries. I'm but a clown who wishes to rub lemons on everyone's tongue. And that one over there seems curious about our circus. Oh, yes. Wow, check this out, Noah. It's dark, but I see lots of neat things here. Giant balls. Different kinds of it. Wow, okay. I took that way wrong. There's a lion and an elephant, too. And also, it's real. I've never seen an actual circus before. The book said circuses like this passed into history long ago. Care to learn more about us? If you want, I can give you a nice special, a once-in-a-lifetime field trip. I've been feeling so stale, too. He keeps talking nonsense. Noah, it's too dark to find a path, so we might as well. Whatever. I'm doomed to get fired anyway, so you take care of my future. You're such a joker. What a lovely friendship to behold. Come on in then. Oh, and watch your feet now. Hungry flowers might bite you. Flowers can bite? This fella is Mr. Lion. He's the strongest pal here. He may seem cold and sharp, but on the inside he's actually soft and warm like a fur coat. He's not a bad lion. People have left a good amount of 5-star reviews about Mr. Lion's belly, you see? Do ya? He's lion's teeth are oddly round and blunt. What are you on about, Noah? They're so sharp, it could hurt you if you touched it. Are you too tired right now? Maybe I mistook them for something else in the dark. I don't really want to get into its belly, though. And this is Mr. Elephant. Oh, he makes the loudest noise in the circus. For realsies, he loves to sing so much all the time. We had to give him a candy to keep him quiet. I don't want anyone reporting us for noise pollution. This is in the middle of nowhere. I don't think there's anyone who... Don't be a silly moose. Mrs. Ant would be sad to hear that. We have a massive ant nest beneath us. I can already tell where this is going. Who we feed the bad visitors to, I bet. That's what I'm guessing. And we also have Miss Mermaid, Miss Hexagonal Cone Hat, Mr. Knife, and many, many others. Gotta admit, I'm interested in Miss Mermaid. Miss Mermaid, I guess that's who he's gonna talk about. Miss Mermaid joined us because she was so scared of the sea. Is a mermaid? She's very glad to be on land now. That's strange. I thought mermaids are usually supposed to live in the oceans or, you know, underwater. Harumph! This is why I don't deal with people who have cold rice for brains. We're talking about basic knowledge here. The uppity-most basics. Don't you know that living in the sea makes you fish food? I mean, mermaids are fish too. Bonkers! Fish eat fish all the time! Whew, getting so worked up is out of character for me. Where was I? Wow, Mr. Lemon Clown. What, Lemon Clown? These are the coolest circus crew. This is the coolest circus crew I've ever seen. They're special. I feel like something about them speaks to my heart. Don't tell me you actually like this screwy tent. I'm not taking that crap. Don't be so sour, Noah. It's such a wonderful place, can't you see? And they can make people smile through tough times like this. A circus. I want to see it too. Forget it. This is just insane. You can stay here if you want. I'm leaving. But this is a rare chance. You want to join us? Pardon? No, actually, I just wanted to watch your show. Oh, that's a big shame. Everyone couldn't understand my words and actions and left me. One by one.
My secret pals were the only ones who stayed with me till the end. The mermaid who snacks on jelly beans inside seashells. The hamster who's so tall he can drink clouds off the sky.
Oh dear.
My earnest efforts to bring merry smiles to people were adored by Miss Sun, who then whispered to me that she will make my wish come true. It was the outrageous, head-blowing
wish to frolic with my secret pals! So I am now living the dream of my life, joyfully performing at the circus with my friends every night. Dreams. It's rather obvious you'd be attracted to us. I do understand your feeling. Oh, I do. Can I really be happy if I joined your circus? You don't say. Every moment of your life will be filled to the brim with the thrilling taste of pepper. I'm gonna be fired from J-Corp. For my mistake anyway. I don't want to go back to the back streets either. Even if I got to keep my job, I don't want to set foot in that living heck again. I just wanted to watch the world and the skies from a higher place. I know that my dream was an empty one. I know that there was no way I could achieve it as long as I was at the bottom. And when I finally scratched and clawed my way up, I just stare at boring screens until I get fired. Noah, if there's anything I can help you with... What? You're still making a mockery of me. It's always money, money, money. You say you can solve my problems with money. Do you think everything will work out simply by throwing money?
Why did you even follow me into that department in the first place? You could live fine without it. No, you know what? Just forget it all. Hey, the clown over there. I want to be part of your crew.
Oh, yikes and a half!
The mood doesn't seem so bright here. You can't join us if you're hanging out with those meanie tears, you know. Aha, I'll help you say goodbye to those mean friends flowing down your cheek. We'll be friends with each other when you open your eyes.
Now then, let's... Ah, so you're finally awake! You were asleep for so long, I was almost starting to worry if I'd have to place a well-cooked drumstick on your nose.
The world's... my eyes. There's too many worlds. What the heck? It's making my head spin.
Oh, no worries. You'll get used to it soon enough. A present for an observant and curious friend who wanted to witness the variety of the world from a higher place. I gave you the eyes that can glance at everything, from ants on the floor to spiders on the ceiling. Consider this a welcoming gift from us.
What? What does that even mean? Emma. Where's Emma?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, it's another it's Love Circus.
It's okay, Noah. Although I can't see where you are, I've been next to you the whole time.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. Eyes. Here. Wait a minute. I see it back here. Don't think I don't see that. I could finally help you as who I am, not in the form of material wealth. You were right. I lived a sheltered life, so I don't know much. The scenery I saw would simply pass by. I'll lift you up. You'll be able to see more things from new heights.
I'm glad you seem to like our gifts. I have one favor to ask of you two, however.
What's that?
Actually, bad guys came into our circus tent some time ago and swallowed my friends whole. Can you believe that? Poor Mrs. Hippo and Mr. Ball. I was so saddened that day, my frown was as long as 3 sausages. And my big and magnificent palace was ruined, thanks to them.
That's awful. Who were the culprits?
It doesn't matter who they were. All I know is that they later went to a place called the library. Our splendid circus had never failed once. But for some reason, we couldn't move their hearts. I want to know... Oh, no, no, no! Whew! I'm wondering how they didn't pop their flowers. Despite my cute tricks and acts. If we could read their books, then I could hold a circus that's so entertaining. Even people like them will shake their salts, don't you think?
It feels uncertain, but if the way is written in their books, we'll be able to hold an even grander circus. Is it really okay to enter that place, though?
Oh, how compassionate of you! I knew I could count on you two. If you manage to return, we should throw a party to celebrate it. We'll feast on otherworldly delicacies like the sea cocktail garnished with a piece of a cloud and lion's mane chili fries.
Sounds promising. What do you say, Emma? Shall we go? If that's what you want.
Now I have a lot to prepare. First off, for the duo, I should prepare a hefty feast that'll make their teeth groan. I need to recruit more members for my circus, practice with Miss Mermaid's scaled mane, and then... Oh my! Who is this rude intruder?
Where am I? I was fighting inside the library.
Huh? Are you perhaps the new clown? Or are you simply here to watch our show?
No,
It's good either way. Holding a teensy little performance for our jesting visitor should be as easy as chewing cold pie-flavored gum. This is the 8 O'Clock Circus. We bring the bestest of smells to the city of people who have lost their flower stalks.
What? The 8 O'Clock Circus?
Huh. I was wondering where Philip got sent with Oscar's device, and he had to be dropped there of all places. I'm curious about what that nut job of a clown is up to next. Invitation cuts things off at odd timings. If only it could have shown us just a bit more.
He's not today's guest, so it doesn't matter much, does it? And the invitation simply shows us what we need to see, so don't complain about it.
Fair enough. Putting that aside, a tall guy and a guy with 4 eyes. Literally. Both look fancy, but neither seems normal.
One who needs help from another person to stand high. I'm not sure I understand.
Well, you don't have much choice unless you're born into a rich family, you know? Being a gifted child won't matter if you don't have the money to support that gift.
Are you trying to say that hard work alone cannot earn recognition?
That's usually the case for people who aren't blessed with pure fortune.
If what you said is correct, having more money would lead to happiness. But the man we saw was angry about the idea, rather than being happy. Why is that?
It differs from person to person. Could be his last bit of pride, could be the fear of earning the reputation of a greedy man who only makes their friends for their wealth. Or, on top of that, it kinda hurts too. As delightful as it is to have someone who can gladly give you money to help, it can make you feel upset and slighted at times.
Upset about what?
About how you had to give everything up you dreamed for because you weren't wealthy enough, and your friend is readily able to give away the money you needed like it's chump change to them. And you're basically dragging that rich friend into your messy life by getting financial help from them. Wouldn't that be morally distressing?
Maybe the friend simply wanted to help, but didn't know the best way to go about it.
Whatever the case, it's about how the receiver takes it, regardless of the intention.
I see.
Going back to our guests who willingly joined the freak show, I guess that they were that desperate to achieve their dreams, huh? This world surely is big enough to fit in all kinds of weird freaks. I can understand wanting to have a refuge from reality somewhat. Even then, thinking about what kind of hideous body might be hiding under that beautiful clothing. Ugh, it's making me rich.
Curb your unnecessary curiosity. You should focus on the reception for now.
Am I on the right track? Are we still far from the library?
No, it's right ahead of us. Take slow steps just in case. For a place that's supposedly full of monsters, it's actually rather quiet and clean.
I think this place is big and fancy, though not as much as our circus. My head isn't bumping on any ceilings.
Greetings, dear guests. I am Angela, the director and librarian of my role's namesake.
Hello! Can you hear my voice?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. There is no need to shout at the top of your lungs. She's right below us, buddy, old pal. And think of me who has to hear your voice up close.
Sorry, I thought people down under me wouldn't hear me well, since I'm so tall. Angela, if we manage to get all the books we need, I'll invite you to our next performance. I'm sure those books contain the secret to making more people happy. With that, we'll be able to turn your cold stare into a hearty smile. We promise to bring you happiness, so please look forward to it.
Yes, I appreciate your sentiment. May you find your book in this place.
Woo! That was a long one. Holy moly.
Okay. Emma and North. At the start of each scene, exhaust all pages, add... When Noah... Wait, what? When Noah is dead, all resistances change to fatal. Whoa, what is that? That's like a gold bleed. What the heck is that? Okay. Lion. Nothing. Just does damage, okay. Monkey. Does a lot of pierce. Give 2 protection. Okay. Elephant. Stagger. Okay. Ooh, gotta be honest. I don't know who to bring out for this one. You know what? Malka. No, it's an ego fight! Oh! Okay. It's an ego fight. Going for the bullseye. Let's do this. Ah! That's some strong juggling. Ow. Okay. Huh? Huh? Yes. Nice. Gotta tell you, their stagger resistance isn't very high. Did you just do 0 damage with all 4 hits? Oh, jeez. Bang. 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 Almost staggered. Dang it. Ugh. Okay, we're alright. Okay, we almost got through all of them. Ow. 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 Wow, you guys don't do very much damage, though. Okay. Alright, I spoke too soon. Fine. Fair enough. Ashes. Okay, Kalana is dead. Okay. Or wait. No, we might be able to save this. Go for Zap. Okay, Kalana survives another day. I don't know exactly how long she's going to survive, but I mean, she will survive. Ow. Bang. 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 Oh, here comes the gold knife. Ow. I don't know what this means. Well, whatever it was, it didn't go off. Monkey. Ah! Uh-oh. Ah! Ah! Well, Lion's almost dead. Clash. I don't know. Clash. Oh. What? At the end of the scene, reunite with Emma. Oh. Well, Malkuth doesn't have enough energy to do anything, so we're just gonna see what we can do. Not nearly enough damage, I can tell you that much. Ah. Ow. 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 Hey, we lived! Let the show begin. Ow. Ow! This is gonna be an annoying fight, I think. They don't really do that much damage, but I mean, I don't know. They do like just enough for it to be a problem. didn't even stagger him either. We could dodge this. And we did. You bet we did. Okay, well, we didn't win that one. But Lion is down. Lion is by far the squishiest. Elephant's got quite a bit of health. Ow. Ow. Staggered. Everybody gets a little bit of protection. Not gonna block that one, but we do apply some burn, so I mean, there's that. You know what? Maybe this was a mistake. No. Not yet, no. This, yeah, no, this was a mistake. Oh, it doesn't kill, though. Oh, whew. Okay, it doesn't kill. Ugh. Enjoy your bleed. Okay, staggered. And we didn't block that one. Wait. That doesn't look... Wait, didn't we stagger him? Well. Oh, staggering throws him off, I think. Well, we're dead, but, I guess this was, you know, we learned some stuff. Ah! This is gonna be real annoying. This circus music is going to drill into my brain. But, the good news is, I think we finally beat this stupid fight. Huh. So Noah's down. Oh. Well, Had just... Or Sheeta just died to a bleed. That's lovely. Ugh. But the good thing is, Emma is about to become weak to everything. Oh. Yeah. Well, that pretty much finishes this fight, huh? By the way, Sarah is out of bullets, so it's a little bit awkward, but I'm sure that'll turn out fine. Oh. We might lose because Sarah's out of bullets. If we're gonna lose in any way, please don't let it be because we ran out of bullets, of all things. That is going to just be infuriating. Okay. I think we've pretty much solidified our victory now, but wow, it actually got really close despite us, like, being at the end. Counter this one, and then just go for that one. 34. Man, that was close. That was so much closer than I think it needed to be. But Sarah ran out of bullets. Ay, ay, ay. Hey, Twinkling Analyst. That's nice. Oh. I honestly thought the tall guy might break the library's entrance for a moment. Anyways, about the man who turned the two people into freaks. You think he has something to do with the Blue Reverb's gang of, musicians?
It's too early to make such a conclusion. His purpose of sending people here seemed different from that of the Blue Reverberation and those related to him. However, there's something about him that differentiates him from ordinary humans. He could be a being of similar essence to the Blue Reverbation's accomplices in some way.
Neither of them look normal. That I can say for sure. Ay, ay, ay. That was rough. That took a couple tries. Oh, not another three-parter. We only have one of these, are you serious? Okay, well, we better win. That took a couple visits to Philip because we just didn't have the books. Speaking of, we might have to go see Tom Berry again too. Nice. I told you we're making progress, and what painful progress it is.
안녕들 하신가? 1등석에 계신 분들.
Why, hello there, passengers in the first class seats. Doctor? Question mark?
여기를 타려면 둥지 사람 기준으로 2달치 월급이 필요하던가.
It takes twice the monthly wage of an average person in a nest to afford a seat in this carriage, I hear.
뒷골목 사람은 싸게 쳐도 1년을 꼬박 일해야겠군.
That means someone in the back streets would have to work hard for at least a year of it.
난 워프 열차에 대해 예전부터 참 궁금했어.
I've always had some pressing questions about warp trains.
고작 10초 만에 도착하는데 우등객실이 무슨 소용인가 싶었지.
For example, what is the point of first-class seats when the trip supposedly only lasts 10 seconds? I thought it's 5. I guess it's worth the expense after all. You can sleep without a care in the world. All the while, the passengers in the carriages behind us are defenseless against the maddening tide of time, trying to overcome it through the pain of tearing their own flesh, or the comfort of conjoining with one another. I've always wondered what kind of outstanding technology singularities could be to transport people to any platform in only 10 seconds, no matter how far it is. And now I get the gist of it after seeing how the train's been going for about 2,000 years. Me? How am I staying sane, you ask? Well, it's all thanks to my fellow members of the ensemble. That hothead Elena and I've only been here for a week or so. Pluto says our consciousness can be preserved in stasis and unfrozen only when needed or whatever. He says it's magic and all, and, welp, I've got no choice but to trust him. He's my co-worker now, all things considered. In any case, I pity the fools taking this train. Is this supposed to resemble Nothing There? I'm pretty sure that's who this is supposed to resemble. Thousands of years of pain and suffering, and it's all gone from their memories when they arrive. They return to their ordinary lives like nothing ever happened after a status restoration procedure. Isn't that right? Come to think of it, is that why Nothing There has so many random voices? Because it's just a mixture of all the people that were on the train? I think this is the birthplace of Nothing There and Mountain. Even though I thought Mountain came from Cheese's department, which apparently got slaughtered and they all, like, squished together. But what if it was here? What if they both spawned from this train? Maybe not this train exactly, but a warp train. Wow, warp trains are awesome. It's kinda expensive, but I can get anywhere in such a short time. It's a wonderful world. We could go everywhere in the blink of an eye. Uttering such remarks, they'll blend back into the city life, completely forgetting about the hellscape that took place on this train. The memories of trying to slaughter their own friends and families, as all bonds were blurred over time, having lost themselves long ago. And all of that is conveniently erased from their heads. It's astonishing how singularities are so uniformly appalling. And yet you rich folks are scared of even that, so you doze off in your safe space for those thousands of years. You must have heard a word of advice from some acquaintance of yours, that you'd be much better off taking the first-class seats. Or some of you are already aware of the truth behind warp trains, perhaps. That'd be ironic in its own right. You decided to take this train knowing what would happen. Ah, in case a certain foolhardy individual or two are still believing that the train is broken or malfunctional. It's not defective. This train is operating as intended. You get the hint by now, don't you? Strolling around in a completely different time-space axis for thousands of years, and when it comes back to reality, ta-da! It's 10 seconds later. Taking long roundabouts through time, reduced to 10 seconds in real life, sounds like a perfect ride for people who are in a hurry, doesn't it? What is your real life, though? The one you were living for some decades, or the one you've been trapped in for thousands of years? If you lost your memories and returned to your ordinary life, would it be a blessing or a curse? Who cares, really? Moving on, my biggest question was this. This box with T-Corp's logo on it, so shamelessly and ridiculously and nonchalantly on board. I was wondering what this thing was doing plugged into the train, but I could roughly guess why after a bit of thinking. What are you doing? Quietly muttering lectures to yourself. You're coarse with words, as usual. I'm speaking to the couple of voyeurs who are probably watching us as we speak, of course. Oh, right. That was the plan. Being stuck in this train for a week really did take a toll on my focus. Your acting was excellent. Were you an aspiring actress in the past? Maybe? Anyway, just carry on with what you're doing. How cold. And it seems this disguise Pluto gave me has almost expired now. Shall we get started, wealthy fellows? I have no hard feelings for the somewhat average commoners back there, but you lot make me upset, if I'm being honest. The way you try to squirm your way into comfort with money, like the maggots you are, agitates me beyond reason. Life sure is bizarre, isn't it? You spend your hard-earned cash for a first-class ticket to keep yourself safe and sound from the torture of time, but now you're about to suffer something entirely else. You unfortunately run into the likes of us and meet a terrible fate, just because you've taken first-class seats. Yeah, right. Who knows? One of you might have been a poor sod who just so happened to win a ticket, huh? That's what makes choices so mysterious and profound. I personally think there's no such thing as choice in our lives. As someone is playing tricks on all of us, mischievously and sneakily. Staging an endless puppet show, attaching invisible strings to us. Now, shall we get started? It's time for a little puppetry. So that's a puppeteer, huh? It's as if he were speaking directly to us. If he's part of the Blue Reverb's gang, maybe he knows something about us. Could the Blue Reverbation be focusing on the library then? Possibly. I don't know what he's looking for, but it certainly ain't gonna be normal. What else could he be after, other than the books we have? Question would be what kind of books they really want. Anyway, Warp Train is going to be in big trouble if the disappearance of every passenger in the first-class carriage gets known by others. For sure. W Corp might get involved with us at this rate. Was this part of the Blue Reverb's plan? It would be intriguing if that were the case. Oh, I bet your enthusiasm will turn to disdain real quick when you actually meet that cuckoo. Cuckoo? Okay. Guests who cannot speak. Still, you've managed to come to the library through the invitation. That means you must have some sort of consciousness, no? Even though you are puppets controlled by the strings above you. I have no idea what you may be saying. If you want to get the books as your puppeteer so wishes, you can go through that door.
Oh no. Counter dice are displayed in yellow. These dice will be saved until an enemy attempts a one-sided attack. If a counter dice wins in a clash, it will be recycled if there are dice left on the opponent's combat page. Why didn't you tell me that during the circus fight? Okay. Weird. Well then, let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can really do.
Bullseye.
8 damage? That's a terrible bullet. Good dodge, at least. Crack of time. Nice. Low roll. Wow, we're getting every low roll in existence. What a terrible turn 1. Ah, okay, we almost kept going. Weird. That looks weird if you're not using the actual, like, cosmetic. Well, let's see what happens, shall we? Bang. 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 Great. Ow. Jeez. Apparently, I need to update Malkuth's entire department because this is going terribly. But you know what's not? The boundary of life and death. Oh yeah. Hey, achievement, the boundary of death. Finally, it went off. It only took like 50 times of actually using it for it to go off. But you know what? It went off. Man. It's a pretty good ability. Ay, ay, ay. At least we could bring in a second department, because I gotta tell you, this is rough. This sucks. Okay, what do you got? Defensive die, deal stagger, inflicted, feeble, disarm, and bind. Okay, yeah, nice. Restore light, okay. Well, let's see how we do. We've certainly done well so far. Which one to go for first, huh? Also, unfortunately, did not get the bear that reduces the cost. So Kilana's 3 tailoring would have been nice if we could have lowered the cost on those, but unfortunately, it was not to be. Let's go for trash disposal, and then you know what?
The Wrath of Torment.
I also want to go for overcome crisis. And will be tasty. You know what? Let's just go all in. Let's do this. Wow, that was unfortunate. Good. Not so good. Nom, 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 nom. Not great. Okay. All right. Okay, well, at the very least, we can soften them up. Give me that, well, healing. Jeez, you know what? I think it's time for the boundary of life and death. Let us see what can be done in this situation. No! Fine. So be it. The boundary of... well, no, he's not a good target because he's just gonna go... Right? So instead, the boundary of life and death. And then I want to go for the family. Let's do this. Here we go. Good. Well, the stagger sucks. Ow. That's why. Boundary of life and death. Oh, this move is so terrible. Everyone's trying to convince me that this is like one of the best moves in the game. I can't see it. It never goes off. Oh, that's unfortunate. I realize it's like a 1 in 4 chance to go off, but dang, this thing just, I've had it go off
for us. One whole time. Well, we softened him up. Yeah, we softened him up, but that's really all we've managed to do. Oh, the survival! 80% chance for survival. Okay, apparently it doesn't matter, because he's just gonna take 1,000,000 damage. Great. Now, guys. Look, I might be mad, you know, because the fight's super hard and multiple mistakes were made, but you know what? At the very least, we got a reward worth having. You see that? Now that is a reward worth having. 1 health. 1 stagger. +1 ranged attack damage. Ooh. Right? Okay, gotta be honest. Kilana turned on freaking sicko mode and just went absolutely insane. So basically, it turns out happy memories with both the armor that gives us light upon using a 4-cost ability, and can't remember the name, but the circus, the 2 pierce thing. Yeah, turns out pretty strong combo, pretty legit. Speaking of pretty legit, the boundary of death. Dang it. 14 damage, but unfortunately, not the insta-kill I was looking for. But yeah, Kilana has absolutely gone insane. So, you know? Alright. Well, let's see what we can do, huh? May as well just auto-pick the moves, because at this point, the fight's basically over. Bit of paralysis, bit more damage taken. Bit of burn. Okay, well, we definitely got him now. Ah, there it is. The 1-cost tailoring. It's pretty good. As it turns out, 1-cost tailoring, pretty good. 12 health healed when you're already missing so much health. Also pretty good. That's pretty solid. That has quickly become one of my favorite combos. Completely insane. That is such a good combo. Those puppets were conscious somehow, right? They appeared so. We could resolve books from them, too. Although they didn't have control over their bodies, and still seemed to carry minds of their own. And they had to witness their own bodies being tugged along by strings while their senses and feelings were intact. Does that mean... Yes, the puppeteer is a distortion. And those puppets were its byproducts. I've seen several abnormalities that could create underlings for themselves, so I understand this to be a similar case. Poor folks, working their off only to be treated like dolls. I could understand their feelings well. After all, I used to be a puppet myself. Can those puppets be freed, though? Killing the puppeteer may free them from the attached strings, but they would remain ragged dolls. I must wonder if they'd still want to live in that form. Yeah, fair enough. Knew it couldn't be that simple. The floor of social sciences. The patron's librarian cheesed. Is that the smell of coffee?
안녕, 롤랑.
Hey, Roland.
우선 여기 편하게 앉아서 커피라도 마시고 있어.
Here, why don't you take a comfy seat and drink some coffee? Gotta shake the rust off of that one.
안녕 헤세드. 굉장히 살갑게 대해주니 고마운걸.
Wow, he's got an entire little array here. Oh, hi, Cheesed. I'm a bit flattered by your hospitality.
사소들끼리 힘내야 하지 않겠어?
Gotta show some solidarity with the fellow librarian, no?
어디 오랜만에 한번 마셔볼까?
Alright, I guess I'll try my first cup in a while.
이거 커피 맞아? 상한 거 아니야?
Is this really coffee? You sure it's not spoiled?
그럴 리가 없어. 분명 질 좋은 케냐 더블비 커피일 텐데.
That's odd. I made sure to brew high-quality Kenya BB.
아직 도서관 안에서 물질 구현 능력이 완전하지 않은 건가?
Maybe I haven't quite mastered the art of reconstructing materials within the library yet.
아우, 한번 마셔봐.
That was not cough cough. That was that was him really enjoying his coffee.
Why don't you try yourself?
그럼 잠깐만 실례.
If you'll excuse me.
전혀 문제 없는 향긋한 커피인걸.
It's a perfectly fine cup of fragrant coffee, though.
이렇게나 신데? 이게 커피라고?
But it's way too bitter? Are you sure this thing is coffee? This blend is known for being acidic, to be fair. What? Isn't coffee supposed to be stuffy, bitter drink you can put sugar in? Say, Roland, are you from the back streets?
Oh my, wow, he has like a lounge. Can I stay in here? This is my favorite looking place so far.
Oh, well, kind of, yeah. I knew it. You gave me the exact same reaction Callie made back when I brewed coffee for her. Wait, who's Callie?
You already heard that.
It's Gibera. Ever heard of the Red Mist? Boy, it's kind of funny to imagine the legendary Red Mist made the same expression as mine from drinking some coffee. Her face was priceless, alright. You're talking about your first life, right? Yep. Back when we were at a laboratory in the outskirts. I guess things were cheery back then. The mood was upbeat, for a while. It was just a shabby laboratory in the corner of the outskirts, but for me, it was cozier than any luxurious place within the city could be.
I like your little ponytail you got going on here. See, now, Cheese's hair, mwah, amazing. Love it. Angela's hair, Debatably Hod's hair, Malkuth's hair,
And then tragedy suddenly befalls? I wouldn't say it was sudden. It slowly seeped in, rather. I can get that. I sometimes think that maybe the tragic event that struck me didn't come out of nowhere after all. I was already getting drenched in it. It was doomed to happen from the beginning. I never really said things went wrong from the start, though. Just talking about my experience. Anyways, the coffee didn't really suit my taste, but I appreciate it. Let's give this work our best shot. You bet. We still have plenty of time to talk, so let's talk things out at our leisure. Callie is now fond of coffee after trying it for some time, so I'm sure you can eventually come to enjoy it too, Roland.
Alright, Cheese, look, I love how you look. I love the whole aesthetic here. So far, mwah.
Well, here's helping.
Nice.
Oh, jeez.
Ooh, look at you. Look at that pose. He's ready to fight. I don't know what kind of build he's gonna be. Gotta be honest. Absolutely no clue what kind of build he's gonna be. However, we got some people we need to add. I am going to very quickly go over who we got because we're gonna end this episode on a high note. Obviously, we have these 4 things to do, but I want to end it by doing at least 2 suppressions. So, we have Cheese Go. Grapes on Vine has arrived. And, well, that's it. Also, I keep forgetting to do this. I'm going to show you what they say. Take a look. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alrighty, now let's take a look at what Ivanko says. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alrighty, very good. I forgot to make a combat page for him, but we're gonna make that. And then we're gonna do these freaking abnormalities, including Queen of Hatred, maybe. What? She gets all her health back? Bro, as if this fight wasn't hard enough. When she transforms, she gets all her health back. Oh, good. Oh, I'm just so pleased to hear that. You have no idea. And her abilities are all still the same, so it doesn't even matter. Recover HP equal to the... I just made the fight hard mode for myself. I'm pretty sure we're still gonna burn out, but it's something. Alrighty, you might notice that this is a voiceover. That's because something both very wonderful and very unfortunate occurred. So, as I said, I wanted to get progress, and, well, I want to fight Queen of Hatred. Here's the issue, though. My audio, at least my voice, did not record even slightly while fighting her. And, as you could probably guess, of course, we beat her, and I was extremely happy about it. Went on like a 10-minute rant about why I was happy and why the fight was so hard, and, you know, how wonderful we are that we overcame it. None of it mattered. So, yeah, we beat her, and you know what? Still excited about that, but, obviously, my initial reaction isn't quite there. Also, we do have to redo Tippereth, because, hey, voiced over the whole thing, and, yeah, none of it recorded, so that was fun. So, I believe we can go to the Credenza, and it's episode 2, I think? Yes, it is episode 2, okay. Here we go again. My voice didn't suffer enough the first time.
Not this, not that.
Need a hand?
I can do all this by myself.
Jeez, just looking at the covers of these books makes me dizzy. Did you read them all?
Sort of.
Quantum physics, cell biology. You wrote some difficult-looking labels on them.
It's hard to recognize the contents of a book. Of the books, from their title alone. And it's even harder to find books that are actually readable.
Yeah, a lot of them didn't have a lot of complete sentences, now that I think about it.
The completeness of a book mostly depends on the reader, though some are just unstable to begin with.
Does that completeness have something to do with books disappearing upon reading, while others don't?
I'm not too sure, but I think it has something to do with how thoroughly the book was read. Once all the contents of a book have been read and understood, it vanishes, since it served its purpose.
Hey, I heard of something like that. Light could be considered as a particle or wave, depending on how it's observed, right? Maybe the properties of the book can change depending on the reader, in the same sense.
I don't know, stop trying to make weird comparisons with your shoddy knowledge. It probably just inexplicably works like singularities do. I just roll with it.
You seem very proud of your ignorance.
I don't pretend to understand things I don't get. I still make sure to read and manage all the books you send here, though. The same book can show different things each time you read it. Understanding a book completely is a repetitive process, you know? And I don't want to stay ignorant forever. That's annoying.
Different content every time you read it, huh? So that's why we need multiple copies of a book.
I still don't fully get it, but I actually kind of like the properties of light you just told me. The fact that something can change just by looking at it is romantic in a way. Maybe I held enough meaning for Enoch just by staying at his side.
Enoch?
There were two Tippereth in the past. Back in my second life, as you and Malkuth put it. We were together in our first lives, too.
Oh, that your boyfriend? Sounds like you were together for a pretty long time.
Enoch left my side in both of those lives.
Dang, got dumped twice? What a shame. Keep your chin up, though. It's not like a breakup is the end of the world.
Roland, he died. And Enoch wasn't someone who could be put in such light terms.
Oh. I'm terribly sorry, miss. I apologize for my carelessness.
It's alright. When I bid farewell to Enoch for the second time, I'm sure he could find the meaning he was looking for. That our lives and sacrifices were not in vain. We lived in a world where everyone died so easily, but he believed that dying a meaningless death was not what people were born for.
It's kind of hard for me to follow. How about you, then? Did you find the meaning?
Maybe? The purpose given to me now is to complete the light so that it can be used properly.
Everyone's been talking about the light thing. What exactly is it about?
Maybe it's that light in the background window.
You've heard about Lobotomy Corporation's... Yeah, you've heard about Lobotomy Corporation's singularity, right?
Well, yeah, kinda. Technology that physically manifests the mind, was it?
That's right. Those manifestations can also be dissolved back into an indefinite form and seeped into people's minds.
Huh. I guess that makes sense.
Lobotomy Corp gathered the light over a long time to cure the ill minds of the city's denizens. Of course, all the while operating as an energy company on the outside.
How'd you generate enough energy to stand as a wing? Pulled it out of people?
Creatures called abnormalities were created as a side effect of our singularity. As we manage them, we learn that they can emit a certain form of energy. That's enkephalin.
What? Those enkephalin batteries were made from monster produce? Dang, and I used enkephalin lighters to smoke, too.
From people, to be precise. It's humans that are turned into abnormalities.
Creatures born out of the human mind, huh? And I'm guessing tons of employees died during the process of managing those creatures?
You're right. It was all part of the stage play Angela mentioned.
Quite typical of the city, huh? Company that massacred people with the end goal of curing them. It's almost like a cliche for all the myths about the wings at this point.
I don't know a lot about the other wings, but they probably aren't too different, right?
Oh, they're totally the same.
That's the kind of cycle we wanted to break.
And the light being the means to achieve that, huh? Sounds more like you were trying to brainwash people with it or something.
It's not as simple as that!
It's a matter of perspective, really.
To be fair, I only know about the general outline of things. So I want to see for myself if those cycles are really happening out there. I don't really know much about this world like Angela.
Leave it to me, Miss Tiff. I'll bring just the right books for you.
Huh! Let's see your actions speak for you, then.
Excellent!
Okay. Now there is bad news. We do not get an extra person despite beating Queen of Hatred, so even though I was excited to greet Sosa, apparently she's not ready to show up yet, so Sosa will show up at some point. Also, we're already ready to fight another magical girl. That leads me to believe, since there's 2 magical girls, we're gonna encounter the third one too. I don't know how that one's gonna go, but if it's anything like LobCorp, we're gonna get one shot. I did also want to mention Little Red Riding Hood Mercenary, Scarecrow Searching for Wisdom, Pinocchio. I don't think we've ever actually seen... I think Pinocchio's unique to this game. But, so here are my thoughts. Since all the abnormalities have something to do with the character, here's what I've come up with. Queen of Hatred, right? She lives for one goal, and without that goal, she feels lost. So here's my thinking. Tifrith felt lost without Tifrith. I don't know Tifrith's actual name. Tifrith felt lost without Enoch. I don't know her real name. And so Queen of Hatred stands in for how she felt when she didn't have that purpose. Knight of Despair lost someone and basically lost the thing that she lived for, to, say it simply. So I'm kind of seeing a trend. And so assuming the third one is King of Greed, Tifrith probably feels greedy for keeping Enoch alive when he didn't want to be anymore. That's my thought process. Now, Little Red Riding Hood is all about fighting Big Bad Wolf, Gebura. It's safe for me to assume that Gebura is Little Red and the wolf is Bina. That's safe for me to assume. Where the first time, it didn't go so well. Left her scarred, and she sought revenge because she was so angry about that scarring. You sort of see what I'm saying? Now, Pinocchio, I don't know anything about the fight yet, but based on what I know about Pinocchio, Angela feels like Pinocchio, where she's a doll that came to life and is basically a wooden doll who is a stand-in for a machine, slowly got life and became a real boy. So Angela is the stand-in for Pinocchio gaining that humanity. Scarecrow searching for wisdom? Gotta tell you, I have no idea. I don't know the lore behind that one, but that is Shadow's hot take on abnormality lore. Woo! So, that is going to do it for this episode of The Library of Ruina. Thank you guys so much for watching. Oh boy, this was most certainly a stressful one, but at the end of the day, we did finally beat her, though it took more than a few tries. I'm still pretty bummed my original audio didn't record for all that, but I mean, hey, nothing a little bit of editing can't fix, am I right? Probably. So, we do have quite a few characters that we still need to introduce. And also, I need to show where I got this, because I got this in the recording without audio. So, in the next one, at the very start, I will show you guys the fight for Hanafuda. I mean, it wasn't that bad. They're basically just discard decks. But I need to remember what books I actually used to get her. So, in the next one, we'll go ahead and do that fight at the start. I also encountered someone called Jakan, who is like a super bleed build. So, in the next one, at the start, I'll show the Jakan and the Hanafuda fights because they seem pretty unique, but unfortunately, audio didn't record, so... But, overall, yeah. I'd say this episode went pretty good. It's absolutely going to be a long one, especially with me ranting at the end. But, I'm basically just trying to buy time so you guys can see all the builds. Ay. I'm upset that we don't have any sort of... I need to set up Gebura's build. I'm upset we don't have any sort of, like, magical girl outfit. Because I gotta tell you, I need the sparkly colorful in my life. I need to have an outfit that just makes you blind by looking at it, so... So, that is going to do it for this episode of The Library of Ruina. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you guys in the next one.